A 71-year-old patient of mine came into my office limping. His right leg was purple from the ankle to the knee. He told me, "Doctor, for the past 3 years, my legs have felt heavy. I thought it was just old age. I thought it was normal. It wasn't normal. Blood was barely reaching his feet. His arteries were so narrowed that a small cut on his toe took 5 months to heal. 5 months. And do you know what hurts me the most about this story? It could all have been prevented if someone had explained to him what I'm about to explain to you now. If you're over 50 and feel heavy legs, cold feet, tingling, cramps in the middle of the night, pay close attention, because something is happening inside your veins right now that's stealing blood from your legs, silently, every day, a little more, and there's a way to reverse it. Natural, inexpensive, backed by studies, and the effects start within hours. But before I reveal the drinks to you, I need you to understand exactly what's going on inside. Because if you don't understand the root of the problem, no drink is going to save you. Before we continue, if you've made it this far, it's because this information matters to you. Subscribe to the channel right now and turn on the notification bell. Every week I share information like this, the kind you don't get in a quick consultation, the kind that can change the quality of your life at this stage. One click, the notification bell, and you won't miss a thing. Already subscribed? Write here in the comments, "I'm already subscribed, doctor." I want to know how many of you are here. Now then, let's continue. Imagine your arteries as garden hoses. When you were young, those hoses were soft, elastic, and wide. Blood flowed quickly. It reached your toes loaded with oxygen, nutrients, and warmth. But do you know what happens to a rubber hose that's been exposed to the sun for 20 or 30 years? It hardens, it cracks, it narrows on the inside, and the water that used to flow easily now barely trickles. That's exactly what happens to your arteries after age 50. They gradually harden, narrow, and lose the ability to open up when the body needs them to. And the main factor responsible for keeping those arteries open is a molecule called nitric oxide. You don't need to memorize the name. You just need to understand what it does. Nitric oxide is like a command the body sends to the arteries. Relax, open up, let the blood flow. When there's enough nitric oxide, the arteries are wide and flexible, and blood reaches even the smallest toe. Here's the problem. Research shows that after age 60, the body produces up to 70% less nitric oxide. 70%. It's as if 7 out of 10 faucets in your house were turned off all at once. The result? Heavy legs. Cold feet even on hot days, tingling that won't stop, cramps that wake you up in the middle of the night, wounds that take weeks to heal, thin, pale skin on your shins, and worst of all, most people think that's just part of getting older, that there's no solution, that's just how it is. That's not true. It's your body crying out for help because it lacks the fuel your arteries need to function. But before I show you the drinks, I need to warn you about 3 common habits that are destroying your circulation without you even realizing it. Because there's no point in drinking the right beverage in the morning if you're sabotaging your legs the rest of the day. Destroying habit 1. Sitting for hours. It seems obvious, but most people have no idea how much damage it causes. When you sit for more than 60 minutes without moving, blood begins to pool in your legs due to gravity. Your veins become overloaded. Your calf muscles, which act like pumps pushing blood back up, shut down completely. The calf is the body's second heart. If it doesn't work, blood stagnates. The solution is simple. Every 40 minutes, stand up. Do 10 repetitions of rising up and down on your tiptoes. That triggers the pump and the blood starts flowing again. Destroying habit 2. Hidden salt. The bread you eat for breakfast, bouillon cubes, processed cheese, ham, sausages, all of these are loaded with sodium. Excess sodium causes fluid retention and increases pressure inside the blood vessels. The vessels react by hardening and narrowing. It's as if the excess salt were sandpaper rubbing against the inside of your arteries every day, damaging the walls and causing inflammation. An inflamed artery is an artery that doesn't relax. An artery that doesn't relax is an artery that doesn't let blood through. Destroying habit 3. Everyday mouthwash. This one is going to surprise you. And most doctors don't even know about it. Remember when I talked about nitric oxide? One of the most important ways the body produces it starts in the mouth. There are bacteria on your tongue that convert nitrates from food into nitrites. Then, stomach acid transforms those nitrites into nitric oxide. It's a production line that starts on the tongue. Mouthwash kills those bacteria. It destroys the whole factory. One study showed that daily use of mouthwash can reduce nitric oxide production by up to 25%. If you use mouthwash every day and have circulation problems, talk to your dentist about this. It could be that the product you use to clean your mouth is disrupting the circulation in your legs. Before we move on to drinks, I need to ask you something. Do you have heavy legs, cold feet, cramps in the middle of the night? How long has this been going on? Write it down below in the comments. Write your age, your country, and which of these symptoms you feel most. I read every comment, every single one, and when I see that thousands of people are silently living with this problem, it confirms to me that this work is worth it. Write it down now while you keep watching the video. The 7 drinks, from least to most potent. Now that you know what's sabotaging you from the inside, I'm going to reveal the 7 drinks that force your body to produce nitric oxide again and send blood back to your legs. I'll start with the ones that help and end with the most powerful of them all. The last one is going to blow your mind. Drink 7, ginger water. Ginger contains a compound called gingerol that improves microcirculation, the circulation in the tiny capillaries that nourish the skin, nerves, and muscles of the legs. Research shows that ginger has vasodilatory and anti-inflammatory effects on peripheral blood vessels. It also slightly thins the blood, making it easier to flow through narrow vessels. The recipe: grate a thumb-sized piece of fresh ginger into a cup of hot water. Cover and let steep for 10 minutes. Drink warm, without sugar, in the morning or afternoon. Accessible, inexpensive, and it gives your circulation a nice boost. Drink 6. Cinnamon stick tea. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, a substance that stimulates the dilation of peripheral blood vessels, which carry blood to the body's extremities. In addition, cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar. And here's a connection that few people make. Excess blood sugar directly damages the walls of the arteries. People with diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to develop serious circulation problems in their legs. Cinnamon tackles both problems at once. It improves blood flow and protects blood vessels from sugar. The recipe: 1 cinnamon stick in 200 milliliters of hot water. Cover for 10 minutes. Drink every morning. It costs pennies. Use real cinnamon sticks, not processed powder. Drink 5. Watermelon juice with the white part. Watermelon is one of the richest natural sources of an amino acid called L-citrulline, and L-citrulline is converted directly into nitric oxide by the body. But here's the secret almost no one knows. The highest concentration of L-citrulline isn't in the red flesh, it's in the white part, that layer between the green rind and the red flesh that everyone throws away. When you make the juice, blend the red pulp together with the white part. That's where the power lies. A large glass provides about 1,000 milliliters of L-citrulline. Studies showed an improvement of up to 28% in arterial function with regular consumption. Drink 4. Pure cocoa hot chocolate. I'm not talking about commercial mixes with sugar. I'm talking about pure cocoa powder, with no sugar and no added milk powder. Cocoa is incredibly rich in flavonols. Flavonols stimulate the cells lining the arteries to produce more nitric oxide. A review of over 40 studies confirmed that cocoa improves blood flow by up to 24%, and the effect kicks in within 2 hours. The recipe: 2 tablespoons of pure cocoa in hot water every afternoon. If you need to sweeten it, use a little stevia or honey, no refined sugar. Wait a moment. If you've already learned something new here, something that makes sense to you or to someone you love, like this video now. It costs nothing, but it helps YouTube show this information to thousands more people who are suffering from poor circulation and don't know what to do. Your like can change the life of someone you don't even know. Would you do it for them? Like it right now. And if you know someone with heavy legs, cold feet, or cramps, share this video with them. It might be the information they've been waiting for. Drink 3. Hot or iced hibiscus tea. Hibiscus is criminally overlooked. People think it's just a diet tea. It isn't. Hibiscus is one of the most powerful natural vasodilators out there. It contains organic acids and anthocyanins that powerfully relax blood vessel walls. A study followed people for 6 weeks as they drank hibiscus tea twice a day and found a 31% improvement in blood flow and an 11-point reduction in blood pressure. 31% with hibiscus tea. No medication. Hibiscus tea is very inexpensive and lasts a whole month. It's probably the best cost-benefit ratio for circulation available. Important note: Hibiscus can significantly lower blood pressure. If you're already taking blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor before using it daily. Drink 2. Green juice with arugula. Arugula is the world champion in natural nitrate concentration among vegetables. Gram for gram, no other vegetable comes close. And nitrates are exactly the fuel the body uses to produce nitric oxide. It's a direct raw material. You consume the nitrate. The body converts it into nitric oxide. The arteries open up. 2 cups of arugula contain about 480 milligrams of nitrates. Studies have shown that nitrate-rich vegetables improve blood flow by up to 42% after 2 weeks of daily consumption. 42%. The recipe: 2 cups of arugula, half a banana, a handful of blueberries or strawberries, a glass of coconut water. Blend everything and drink immediately. It's essential to drink it right away because the nitrates break down quickly after blending. Drink 1. The most powerful, beet juice. And now, drink number 1, the most powerful of all. The one I mentioned from the start that elite athletes use before competing. And it works even better for people over 60. I'm talking about beet juice. Beets are by far the most concentrated source of natural nitrates in drinkable form on the planet. A single glass of pure beet juice provides between 300 and 400 milligrams of nitrates. And what happens when those nitrates enter the body is remarkable. First, bacteria on the tongue convert the nitrates into nitrites. Then, stomach acid transforms the nitrites into nitric oxide. That nitric oxide enters the bloodstream and sends a command to all the arteries. Open up, relax, let the blood flow. And the effect begins in 2 to 3 hours, not weeks, in hours. A landmark study followed older adults who drank beet juice daily for 15 days. The results are staggering. 45% improvement in blood flow to the legs, 38% reduction in arterial stiffness, 22% improvement in walking ability, significant reduction in leg pain while walking, 45%, no surgery, no expensive medication, no side effects. The recipe: 2 medium raw beets, peeled, blended with a glass of water. Strain and drink immediately, every morning on an empty stomach. I need to tell you the story of Don Aurelio, 78 years old, retired carpenter. When he came to my office, it had been a year since he could walk more than 50 meters without having to stop because of pain in his legs. His calves would stiffen up like stone. His feet were so cold that his wife bought him thick socks in both summer and winter. He told me with tears in his eyes, "Doctor, I'm afraid of falling. I'm afraid of becoming a burden to my family." I advised him to drink a glass of pure beet juice every morning on an empty stomach. In the first 3 days, his legs felt lighter. By the 5th day, his feet were warm when he woke up. By the 2nd week, the nighttime cramps had disappeared. Within a month, he was walking to the store 400 meters without stopping. At the follow-up appointment, Don Aurelio didn't say a word. He just hugged me, and he cried, and I cried with him. Because those moments are what remind me why I do what I do. Let's do a quick recap so it sticks with you. The 7 drinks from least to most potent. 7. Ginger water. 6. Cinnamon stick tea. 5. Watermelon juice with the white part. 4. Hot pure cocoa. 3. Hibiscus tea. 2. Green juice with arugula. 1. Beet juice. The most potent. Where to start? If you can, start with the beet juice tomorrow. If you can't get beets today, start with whatever you have on hand. You can find ginger at any market. Stick cinnamon too. Hibiscus as well. Don't wait until you have everything to get started. Start with what you have and gradually add the rest. Consistency is what makes the difference, not perfection. Don Aurelio didn't need surgery. He didn't need expensive medications. He needed information, and that's exactly what you have right now, right here in the comments. I'm going to start today, and tell me, which of the 7 drinks are you going to try first? Which one do you have available at home right now? Let me know. I'll reply. I read all the comments. And also tell me, from which country or city are you watching us? I love hearing where our community is from. If this video helped you, if you learned something you didn't know, if you're going to change something in your routine after this, give it a like right now. That like helps YouTube get this video to more people who are suffering in silence and don't know that the solution might be right in their own kitchen. One like from you, one life that can improve. And share this video right now with someone over 50 who complains of heavy legs, cold feet, or cramps. Don't put it off. Do it now while the video is open. That person might be waiting for exactly this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. Next week, I'll be sharing a video about the signs that appear in your legs indicating that something serious is happening in your heart. Signs that most people completely ignore. Subscribe and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss it. Take care of your legs, take care of your heart. See you in the next video.